Hello there, welcome to my new series created from scratch. The thing is, we'll be looking at templates like these and we will see how they are made. So we will recreate them in HTML and CSS so you can learn a thing or two about web design. So this website from Kelly, obviously. It's a very basic looking website, but it does look nice. So you can scroll. This right here is fixed. This right here scrolls all the way down, and a little footer about me and contact me. There are some hover effects, we will create them too. So let's begin. Before we can begin, we obviously need some pictures to put in our website. So Kelly put some beautiful pictures in your website. I've chosen a few too. So we have a lonely tree, the Eiffel Tower, a lonely chair, whatever this is, and what looks like a museum. Anyway, to fetch your own pictures, you can go to pexels.com. It's a website with free stock photos. So just choose a few, download them, and then we can start. Alright. So we will be creating this website without frameworks, without anything, just HTML and CSS. So open your favorite editor, in my case Visual Studio, open a folder. I already have the image with my 5 pictures. We will be creating first of all an index.html page and also a style for the CSS, and this is all we need. Let's add some boilerplate for HTML, so I'll type doc, voila, we have everything. I'll call the title Kelly, a shout out to Kelly, the designer of this website. Anyway, what does all this mean? HTML, we have a header, a body. What this right here means is that whenever we open a website, we don't want it to be zoomed in or zoomed out. We want it to be on its original scale. And we use the chart set UTF-8. This is just some boilerplate. Let's also add a doc type. And finally, let's link our CSS file. So link style sheet style.css. Alright, let's begin. So when we look at the website, what's obvious is that there are 2 lanes. We have this section right here, and we have all the pictures. So we're going to be recreating these 2 lanes in our CSS and HTML. So let's call the first one nav for navigation, and the second one main for the main content. If you don't know what this is, it's the same as this. So these are called HTML5 semantics. Anyway, in our CSS we'll be calling nav. We'll give it a width of, let's say, 200 pixels, a height of 100%, and a background color of, let's say, red. Yeah, it's a beautiful color. If we reload this, if we open the site, we'll see nothing. Exactly. And that's because we have to specify what this height means. For that, let's give our HTML and body a width of 100% and a height of 100%. So now our nav will know that 100% means 100% of the entire body. Reloading it, and this is our nav, but as you can see, there is an ugly margin around it. Google Chrome has put a margin around everything, so let's eliminate that. We'll also remove the padding, and now it fits right in our website. This right here, this will be this section right here. Anyway, for the pictures, let's do the same thing. For the main, let's give it a width of, let's say, 550, a height once again of 100%. Obviously it should not stay 100% because as you can see right here it goes way beyond 100, but we'll see how we can implement that later. Let's give it a background color of blue, you know, the color of Barca. Very beautiful. Now, of course, without a framework, without anything, they will be put under each other. So the first thing we do, we're gonna work with display flexbox. So if you don't know what a flex is, it's a new way of flexing, designing. Yeah. Anyway, when we put display flex, they will automatically put next to each other. We're gonna center this with display flex, justify content. This right here means everything in the flex. What should we do with it? We should put it in the center. Look at that. Alright, now let's add this part right here, the actual content. So inside of our nav, so nav is our left red column, inside of it let's add a div with an ID of content. And what does content mean? Oops. Now we'll give it a width of, let's say, 250, so it spans the entire column just like nav. A height of, let's begin with 50%, so the whole of it, and a background color of green. Yes, green. What this does is putting a 50% column right inside of it. Let's make nav a flex 2 and align its items center as well. Now it's perfectly halfway the center. So we have justified content to say how it should be horizontally, and we have align items to say how the item should be vertically. So this is horizontal, and this green part right here should be centered vertically. Alright, let's continue. Now let's add all of this. So we have an h2 of Kelly. We have an unordered list of, let's check the items. Home. Let's just copy this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I can count. Branding, sign, identity, what else? Furniture, blog, and contact. Yeah, sometimes I can type. Right? So this is what we have right now. What else? Some icons, we'll add them later. And finally, Kelly at 2018, design by Kelly. Alright, now we have this. Let's add the icons. I won't be using these icons because, well, I will use some of them. Anyway, so how do we add those icons? We will use something called Font Awesome. So go to Font Awesome, just create an account, log in, and you can import a kit. So this is mine. I'll just copy it and put it right here at the top. So with this right here, we have access to all of these icons and more. So which one will we use? We'll use Facebook. Yeah, let's use icons like these. That's what Kel uses. Let's start using this icon, copy the damn thing, and let's create another unordered list for all the icons. Oops. I'll just copy and paste this 6 times. So this is how it's gonna look. Now you can choose which icons you want to use. I'll use these 5 social media and 1 search icon. To prevent boring you to death, I just stopped the video, added the icons myself, and now you can copy them if you want. So just pause the video and type this, copy this if you want, or just add any icon you wish. Anyway, so this is what we have right now. The content is the same, the design not yet. So let's do that. So the first things first, everything should be aligned to the right. So let's go to our nav and we'll align everything to the right. Voila. Let's make these icons horizontally, like here. So for that, let's give our unordered list an ID for easy access. I'll call it icons. Let's remove the list style so it does not have those bullets. And for each list item in our list, we'll give them a display of inline block. So what the hell does this mean? This means that each item should be shown inline and not like a block. So each block will take its own line. Inline will be put next to each other. Very good. There is some spacing between them, so let's change that as well. So each list item will have a margin left of, let's try 5 pixels. Yeah, something like that looks alright. Close enough. And also let's make it a bit smaller. Let's give it a font size of 0.8. For those who do not know what this means, 1 EM is the standard size, so 0.8 means take the standard size. If it was 20 pixels, take 80% of that. So yeah, now it's a bit smaller. Alright, now let's make the title a bit bigger. So we have our H2, so let's take the contents, oops, take the H2 units, and let's see, yeah, let's make it bigger. So we're gonna give it a font size of, let's try this, yeah, so seems alright. Now the letters here are a bit spaced out, so let's do that as well. So in H2 we'll give it a little spacing of, let's say 2 pixels. Yeah, good enough. Perhaps 3. Now, regarding the font, so Kelly used a different font than I do. So let's check which font she used. So we're gonna go to choose the element, go over to Kelly, and let's see, it's Letter Serif. That's how you can see fonts online. So let's go to Google Fonts. Let's type in letter. Wow. So we want to use this font right here. So we're going to use the regular one. Let's add this style, select it, embed it. Now we can copy the link to copy it into our website. So voila. And what else? Yeah, so this is the actual code we're going to use. So inner HTML into inner body will make everything use letter. Now we are using the same font as she does. Perfect. Now, before we're gonna fine tune this a bit further, let's make this height of the green content a little bit smaller. So instead of it always being 50%, we want it to span the content itself. So let's go to the content. Instead of height 50%, we'll make it auto. So it will fit nicely into the middle of the page. We can see here that there is a little bit of margin between the text and this right here, and also between this section and this list. So let's add it. So in our list, let's see, let's give it an idea of navbar ID, sorry. Margin top, let's try 50 pixels, same for the bottom. Looks alright. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. So let's remove the list style while we're at it. Perfect. And let's make all of these a little bit bigger. So navbar, each list item in our navbar, let's give it a font size of, let's try 1.5 em, perhaps a bit too big, 1.3, perhaps 1.2 is better. Yeah, good enough. Anyway, let's remove the colors, so the red and the green. Let's remove the reds and the green because they're ugly as fuck. Voila. It's starting to look like it.